Meet the judges. I'm
Right.
Atkins, and today we're meeting Kareem Brown. Yes, Kareem Brown. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here.
Great, great. Well, I'm glad that we finally got together so we can actually do the interview. We're very, very happy to have you. And we're going to find out who you are and what you do. So, you are also in a group in Trinidad. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it depends on which group you're referring to.
Ah,
Um, so many groups I'm part of. Well, currently, currently I'm in the role of the musical director of the National Steel Symphony Orchestra at Trinidad and Tobago. Right. I've been doing this job for like over a year now. So it's pretty new to me. I would have been the captain of the NSSO and a former tenor player, G tenor, well, to be specific, for NSSO. But outside of that, I'm the arranger for Highlander Steel Orchestra. It's a small band. You know, we have categories in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So we have large, medium, small, right? Currently, and I'm also part of the traditional aspect of it, which is single pan, Unistar Steel Orchestra, which is in Laventil. I've ranged for numerous steel bands before, um, and medium band category, just to name a few, which was Joylander Steel Orchestra, and before that was Westside Tobago in medium band category. I've worked with numerous bands as drilling as a well in Trinidad and Tobago. There's something called a drill master,
mhm.
right? That's the person that actually works alongside with the arranger and sort of fix the playing aspect of the music. So they work along with the players, making sure they're playing the right things, right dynamics, everything that would contribute to the overall success of the piece. So um, I've worked in that area as well, and numerous positions. Also a composer, compose music as well for pan, and a soloist too as well. Um, like playing on my own, soloist as well, and also I dabble a little bit in producing in the studio as well. So let's take a bit a little background in terms of what you know kind of things that I've been doing
Okay.
so
And
far.
how did you get started in this whole thing? Because it's a career.
It's a long that's a long journey. Actually, my career started at Highlander Steel Orchestra. It could be around 11, 12, and I grew up in Laventil. Specifically, my street was Stanislaus Street, and
I
my
know
neighbor was
my family.
uh, yeah, my neighbors was Moving James. He's deceased now. And he had started back Highlanders Steel Orchestra right opposite to where I live. And he invited. He spoke to my mother first, and he invited me over to play. And from that point onwards, was a passion. So I started playing Highlanders, and at an early age, and then went across to my school band, which is Success Stars Pan Songs, which is part of Success Lavender. Composite school at that time. Now it's a secondary school. I started playing there because of my neighbor, Helen Chi. She was currently attending Success, and she had invited me to join the group. And join the group at that time. There's something called SCA, what you would do an exam that you would write, and then you would be placed into a secondary school. So I was playing in Success before actually going to Success. So I joined them in the music festival at that time, and a year later I did the common entrance SCA, and I ended up passing for Success Lavender Concert. So I mean, I moved on to the school aspect of it, and at school I would have met Ben Jackson and Carrie Quadrington, playing in the school band, and well, with Ben you would have to do things like grade 1 and 2 and 3 grades in music. At that time, we would have been doing Trinity, Trinity music. So I did some grades there. And by the time, well, at school, it was a lot of playing. So I would have joined the Neil Amasi Trinidad All Stars. Um, I was on the state side, and also later on, right before leaving school, I would have joined Lady and Steel. Um, well, at the time, it wasn't Lady and Steel. Um, it was, to tell you the truth, Ben Jackson had gotten a job with a band named Pan Nights. And we were, well, I'm a student of Ben Jackson, so he had invited me to play with the group. And at that festival, Pat Bishop had visited the group, and she walked into a rehearsal and saw us reading music, reading the test piece at that time. It was Jet Samaru's La Trinity. So we was reading it down, and she was amazed at how seeing Pan people reading music. So she invited the same set of players to come join her choir, which was the Lydians, for their Christmas concert that year. That was either in 93, 94, somewhere there. And which I didn't. I ended up joining the group the year later.
Ah,
And we did at that time she did an opera called Elixir d'Amour. And she it was Elixir, no, it wasn't Elixir, it was Koanga was the first opera. Koanga. And she had this vision of having a steel pan orchestra accompany accompany the acts in an opera, which was never done. So which was done at that time. So it was a whole scramble because we have been reading that volume of music. Yes, we was reading, but to read an opera, which is 2 3 hours long, was a lot at the time. So journey continues. Well, we
we continue. Projects
definitely
continue.
part of the Lydians family from that point onwards, and and we um, we grew with Pat Bishop at that point, and we developed this Lydian Steel, right? So it was now officially Lydian Steel after that particular opera. So she made it an integral part of the choir. So the choir had, at that time had the singers, the choir, and
Mhm.
now the keyboards that would normally accompany them, and then the Lydian Steel. So up to today, it still have a Lydian Steel. You
How
know,
many steel band groups exist in Trinidad and Tobago? Is there like a
oh, there's a lot at Panorama time alone. There's over 100, 200, 100 and something groups participating,
yeah, yeah,
right? So
just
there's
for
a lot.
outside of
There's a
the
lot.
probably more.
Because I know in the large band category, there's about under 20 bands,
Mm.
and then medium band is under 30 bands.
Yeah, no,
Small is small is under 40, and then single pan is the largest, which is, well, this year the numbers was a little low. I believe it was under 60. So it's
pan band.
100 and some.
Oh, yes, okay. We have single pan bands also in France.
Right, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's starting up a little bit more and more because it's easier to get people to come and join a single pan band. Just find out what the instrument is about. It's good
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Just expose them at that point and then move on.
and move
Yeah.
on.
So yeah, so my musical career really started right even school.
Mm,
So I would have attempted doing some arranging while in school in Success.
mm.
And well, there was the in Trinidad we have a junior panorama category, and then we have the senior. So I would have, in my time in Success, I would have participated in the junior band category. Um, I made a couple of finals. I had won once, which is 2003, doing an arrangement of Trinity to the Bone with Success. And then I maybe did about a year after that. And after a while, when you hit 21 or something, they can't really arrange again. Oh, no, that was new rule. I think once you make finals with a large band in a senior category, then you're not allowed to arrange in the junior
Is,
category.
is there a pan player that's really inspired you?
I was more homegrown. As I said, Carrie Quadrington was
Mm,
one at Highlanders. I had you would know the name Alvin Romain. He died. I mean, recently.
mm,
Alvin Romain. Then we had Gabik Small, Kelvin Hall, and then Clifford Alfred was also part of the Highlanders crew at that time.
mm,
So
mm,
these guys were very influential because they're very skilled, very good on the instrument. There were second pans, and in Highlanders, the pan was a double tenor.
Double
So
time.
you would have had to, yeah, because of Bertie Marshall um, interest in double tenor pans is what they would have played. And I would have played tenor or double tenor,
Mhm,
right? And after that would have been, Len Brooksy Sharp. Um, I love Ray Holman's music too as well. And I like Professor Fillmore's
mm, mm,
stage presence. I always like his stage presence, you know. And then well, Robert Guinness was a man from Laventille, so as a natural from up on the hill from Desperados. And his uncle, Carl Bumpy Face Greenedge, he used to live right on the street I currently live on, which is Espinette Street. So I found out that after. So I mean, yeah. So as the popular ones would have been Len, Ray, Professor Robert, and then my homegrown people, Alvin Romain, um, Calvin Hawes, Gobix. These guys were very influential. Carrie Quadrington was a very influential person in my career too as well. Because he would have laid the foundation in terms of arrangements as well. Because while in school and while he arranged for Success, I would have been asking him a lot of questions here and there. I don't know if he was ever annoyed, but yeah, always asking questions. How you do
mm.
this? How you do that? Why your voice it that way? That kind of thing. But yeah, those are my people.
Wow, those are your people. Those are your people. Definitely your people. It's great to have community, the steel pan community. Some people say fraternity, but I guess it's more of a community because it's all over the world.
Yeah,
Places,
yeah. I agree. It's a community.
yeah.
And I must mention, Pat Bishop was also influential.
Hmm,
Um, yeah, she was definitely all when I was in I didn't mention Leiden University. Um, I did study at University of the West Indies in Augustine campus, and um, being in the choir, I also part had taken up a job to lecture at the university too as well. At the same time I entered,
hmm.
so we would have I would have taken a couple of courses with her, and she was very influential, very detailed person, very detailed, and supportive.
Supportive. Yeah,
I must,
that's really
yeah.
important. Yeah, it's very important because but in Trinidad, it's tradition, it's history. So in other countries, it's a little bit different, but it's like kind of like a reverence of the instrument itself. So you've heard all the bands that played. There are more bands than that, but for this French panorama, without saying too much, because we don't. So, What was your impression of the players? Because we had all different levels and different types of people. What was your overall feeling of what you heard?
I think I was more amazed because I live in Trinidad and I know um, the level of let me say the dexterity of the players here in Trinidad and Tobago. Very very good players, very good players, and listening to some of the listening to the bands, you could have seen and heard that they have the touch, they have the feel of a Trinidad and Trinidad and Tobago steel band, and also the Trinidad and Tobago. We play the instrument too as well,
Mhm.
right? And also the adapt the style, the arranging style
Mhm.
of the Trinidad and Tobago arrangers. As I said, I was amazed. The quality was very high, right? And the passion too as well. I like the passion that they have for the instrument, and that kind of it's sentiments that kind of yeah boy, I know the pan. I like how they adapt the pan and they make it theirs. I
Yeah,
like how
yeah,
they made it theirs,
yeah,
and I really appreciate that. Um, you can see they have a lot of respect for the instrument.
definitely.
Um,
Lots
the
of.
pans and everything clean, the discipline. Um, they have dance moves as well, well choreography. And it was interesting, they really sat down and watched all the Trinidadian Trinbago bands performance and how they deliver stuff.
Mm-mm.
And not just copy, but they make it theirs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's the French touch.
Yeah, they give very French touch to it as well. They could have heard that
Mm.
in some of the arrangements.
Yeah,
They
some
could
of the
have heard
arrangements.
that,
Yeah, there were some
which
French
was
songs.
good.
Mm.
Which was really, I hats off and continue what you're doing. Hopefully, we could have some more collaborations with some of our Trinbagonian bands, with the French bands, and that would kind of tie in everything there, you
Yeah,
know.
that's the
But
idea.
I'm I'm blown away. I'm actually blown away by the deliveries, listening and everything.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now they're gonna know. They're gonna know that you're
yeah,
blown.
yeah, yeah.
They're gonna know. But that makes us really, really happy to have the feedback is really important for us to progress and also to develop the style that we do have here in France when it comes to
Hmm.
you know
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and this is a venture. We're going to keep on doing it every year. I think we're going to continue.
Yes, yes, and hopefully, maybe Pancho Big in the future would bring back that international
Yeah.
conference on Panorama and have the bands come over, or maybe do a different type of festival where they invite bands from outside of Trinidad to come to us, or
Yes,
vice
yes,
versa.
yes. We have to come. We have to come one day. We have to figure something out. I'm quite sure we could.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, even the National Steel Symphony and all, if they
Yes.
could come across and um, I don't even know if you all need to do to witness any workshops or anything like that, but but it's the collaboration is important.
Yes.
It is
Definitely.
important.
The two countries and we just had Carnival, so that's also interesting in the fact that the French brought Carnival to Trinidad, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of connection between
Yes.
the two. That's quite interesting. That's historically speaking. So that's
Yes. That is an interesting thing. And from out of that, all of that was the birth of the steel pan, and
Mhm.
then it was a gift. So you all gave us a gift. We gave you all a gift.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you so much for the gift of steel drum.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time today. I know you have a really busy schedule to let us know a little bit more about you. We really appreciate your remarks and everything you did for this French panorama this year.
All right, thanks, and I'm happy to be selected to be a part of this panel to listen and hear and give feedback and remarks to this fantastic French panorama. Hopefully,
Thank
I'll be able to get the links again, following here. Maybe not as a judge, but just to listen.
you. Okay, well, thank you so very much. And I'll be waiting for your remarks soon. And
Yeah, all right.
come to Trinidad, maybe come to the Pan Yard and visit. You never know, I might show up.
Yeah, never. All right. I welcome you.
Great. Looking forward to it. Okay, thank you very
Okay.
much.
You're welcome. No problem. No problem.